speak of? I'm not talking about like a 5-acre tract or 10-acre tract. Any sizable amount of land? What did your website not contain something to the effect that you had 700 acres available up until about 3 weeks ago?
No, sir, it didn't. What the Knoxville Chamber's website had listed property that is owned by chamber members on our website, but Knox County's Development Corporate website has had this.
Okay, I'll accept that explanation. As far as and you opened the door talking about this, as did Mr. Valiant, talking about that they weren't going to use eminent domain and that it had never been used. Now, I had at least one call back much earlier when you were in the negotiating process. I guess it was probably in April, from a person whose parent had been visited by one of your representatives, and they said that they told the parent who they were, what they were. Well, I'm not even sure that they identified themselves, but surely they did. And that they were there to buy the property, and we're going to give you X number of dollars, and you can refuse or whatever you want to do, but we'll take it if you do. Are you aware of any of that going on?
I'm not aware of that. Commissioner, you and I discussed that matter when it happened. We talked to the broker. The broker does not agree that that conversation occurred.
Well, I can't prove that it did because I was not there, but I was just basing it on what was reported to me by the son of one of the landowners. So, the reason I bring it up is because you all brought up the fact that eminent domain was. Now, in reference to one other thing, and then I'll be quiet and listen. When you say that you think people would refuse to extend the options, I beg to differ with you on that. I think that, and I've not talked to everybody out there by any means, but most of the people that I've talked to, and I talked yesterday to a couple of people who were early, their options are in the process. They're not even sure whether they've expired or not based on the dates that they're given. But they're very much afraid that the deal is going to fall through. I don't think that there would be any danger of them trying to go up on the price. It's just be a matter of when can I get my money, because of the way that the contracts were offered. As a part of it, people were told, it's my understanding, people were told that, maybe you don't want to sell your land, but you owe it to yourself and your family to consider this offer. We're here to offer you more than you will ever see in your lifetime for that property. And, I guess that they have every right to do that. But the point is, I doubt seriously that the majority of the option holders would refuse to sign an extended lease or extended option. Thank you.
Commissioner Mills. Mike, let's do everything we can to keep everything up here, okay? On your board, to start with, you spell out the land that's available. And that's it.
Yes, sir.
What about the $5 million we spent in a joint venture with Blount County? Isn't that land? Don't we benefit from that?
Yes, sir. I'm not sure I know how to respond to that, because that is something that we weren't involved in. I'll tell you what it does. It is restricted for a particular use in a mixed use in development, as I understand it, and it's restricted to high-tech jobs. I don't know what configuration that's going to come into. We would love to recruit high-tech jobs. They come in batches of 5 and 10, and the type of property that those can go into can be an office park or downtown, and oftentimes a house. But the Blount County issue is something that involves others, but I will tell you it is not the same as what we're talking about here in regard to the types of jobs. These are not major 200,000 square foot buildings.
No, but this commission, I can't speak for all of them, but I can speak for myself, believed that this was another way of doing a joint venture for an industrial development. And that's part that we could claim. At least we were going to share that. Now, you brought up, that's basically technology stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
20 years ago, Mary Lou can remember this, maybe. 20 years ago, we voted, had a hard time, but we voted to put together the Pellissippi Parkway. And I'm looking at that board. 20 years ago, we did that, and you have 7 companies.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Isn't that land available? If we can't make it high tech, why can't we use it for others?
What? Well, I can tell you that when you're talking about 7 companies, for example, Brinks, and it has 300 employees. The whole point of these boxes or this land is you could have 7 companies that are going to employ 2,000 and 3,000 employees. They're hard to get. Everybody wants them, and they're not easy to put in someone's corner lot. You have to have major tracts of land, and as you assemble these industrial parks, you're going to fill up with 7 businesses. They employ a whole lot of people, and the jobs are the only reason you're doing that.
No, well, I'm trying to get educated, okay? Now we need interstate property, and it pretty well can go. That's what we're looking at, right? Isn't I-275 interstate property?
Yes, sir.
How long has it been there?
How long has what been there?
How long we voted for it to put it there as industrial development? That's the I-275 business park.
The Costa shop?
I-275 business park, we show 1 company, 19 acres remaining.
1 company went to the Costa shop. It was Cisco. It is a huge building, and it ate up every bit of the land. We took the proceeds from there and bought Baxter, which is the other parcel that we have that make up what the city refers to as the I-275 business park.
Okay.
Baxter, we acquired it in June. It will be about a year before we're ready to actually start grading that site.
Well, we have next the Hardin business park, Hardin Valley.
Yes, sir.
That's new.
It's under construction.
We got anybody go there yet?
Well, we're not in a position to market it yet. When we're talking to these companies, they're really not searching for property that is going to be available 2 years out. They're in the market then, and usually they have site consultants. They want to come and look at it. Now, I will tell you, if someone came and said, we'd like to look at it anyway, we would show it, and if they liked it, we would sell it to them. But they're not going to normally look at property while it's under construction.